Hey, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with DSYG. Hey, love. How you doing?
What's good? What's good?
How's your day going? Everything's going fine for you?
It's going smooth. The day is going smooth. I almost fell asleep today,
Oh,
but
snap.
but we here. But we here.
we here. We here for real. Okay. Are you ready for these 20 questions?
I'm ready. Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right, bet. So, the first question that I have for you here is what made you want to start YouTube?
Oh, that's a good question. Uh, the one thing that made me want to start YouTube was good, Josh. What made me want to start YouTube is really at first I had a different YouTube account. It was more just being creative, doing vlogs, stuff like that. I grew that channel to like 1,000 subscribers. Then I forgot the password, and I still could go to it, but it's like I don't know how to get I don't know how to like access that account anymore. But then after that, I took a break, and that's when I started doing my music. Got more into that. Went from being an artist mainly to switching over to being a producer. So I saw YouTube as an opportunity to kind of promote. You know what I'm saying? Everything was good. Trisha, hope that's how you say your
Trisha.
name. Trisha.
Uh-huh.
Oh
That's
my
my girly
bad.
girl. That's my girly girl.
But yeah, that's I see it use it now as like a promotional tool. Also, I do different things. When I first started it, I'm doing like meditation, help people sleep, stuff like that. So
Yeah, I had seen all of that when I was going through your page. Hey, you guys. Hey, Joshua. Hey,
what's good?
5Gs. Trisha, my girl. Lunar Dream, my sis. What's going on? Hey, twin.
What's
Thank you
good? What's
guys so
good?
much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with DSYG. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, the next question that I have for you here is what would your dream collab be musically?
Oh, collab. Dang. Okay, you hit me with that one. Mm. See, now crazy collab. Uh, he's not here. R.I.P. It would be Michael Jackson. I put a little Kanye
Hmm.
on the back end with the production. I have me and Kanye on the production. I have Michael Jackson with the vocals, rapping on it. I probably have what's his name? What's his name? Dang, his name is hold on, I gotta shout my man's out. Ah, I forgot his name. But it'll be Michael Jackson for sure. Put some Kanye on there, then I'll have a little special guest. I forgot the guy name, but
Okay.
a little
But
bit
that sounds
special.
like it would end up being like a fire song, like especially with Michael Jackson on there because he's definitely gonna do his big one for sure.
Let's talk about it. Real talk.
Supreme over there talking about pause. He's saying pause to Kanye. Hey Monique. Hey Bestie
Pause again.
SD. What's going on, y'all? I hope all you guys are doing amazing. Hey, Britt, thank you guys so much for coming in the live. Yeah, because it's just been, child, it's been a lot going on when it comes to like Kanye. But I feel like, I don't
I'm talking
know, I
old
just kind of
Kanye. Old
feels
Kanye.
the old, oh, yeah.
The
The
old
old Kanye was the Kanye that
Kanye.
we all fell in love with. Hey, Prim. Yeah, the old Kanye is the one that we all fell in love with for sure. He really is
Yeah.
like a musical genius. And it's so funny to me when I think about him because he really is to the point where sometimes it's not even about the music. Like when he does interviews, this is the thing that shocks me the most. When he does interviews, it's crazy how he literally feels like whatever he says gets overlooked and is really just about whatever it is that he's doing. Like his most recent interview where he did with DJ Academics when he had on the whole KKK
Yo.
thing, like
Yeah,
he
I
literally
remember.
was saying before he even started the interview that it's not even gonna matter what I'm saying. And he's like saying some stuff. People are gonna pay attention to
So what
this
he's wearing,
because
yeah. Yep.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're not gonna listen to him at all, which is so crazy, but it is what it is. Hey most hated, how are you, love? Yeah, that's wow. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is what do you find most difficult about doing music?
Um, there's always those blocks that you get when you're creating those creative blocks. That's probably the most difficult. Finding balance, finding time management is one thing too. With making music, because you get so lost in creating that you forget sometimes to live. Because in order to create, you gotta
Mm,
live. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go
yeah.
through the motions of life to be able to figure out, what you want to create next. So a lot of times we dive ourselves too deep and kind of get stuck because we forget to live. That's one thing, and that's the most hardest part for me, at least. What's good,
Yeah.
Ash?
Yeah, I feel that for sure. Hey, what's going on, Source? Hey,
Hey, let's go.
Coco.
What's good,
What's going on,
Ash?
Ashley? Thank you for coming in, love. Yeah, that kind of hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Because as content creators, it gets really consuming to continue to create content, and it really does kind of mess up the vibe when you really are having to remember that you have to live. And that's why I'm so big on being able to do like what I'm doing as far as like my content that has to do with like a day in the life and dealing with my family a whole lot because I
Hmm.
love being around my family. And I really wanted to be more so of like I was speaking to who was it I was speaking to? Elevated when we was talking about in the beginning, like YouTube being kind of like a video diary. And I think that is so dope that you can look at it as anything. You can make it anything you want to. But one thing you have to remember is that you have to remember to still live. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? You do still have a life and you only do have one life. So yeah, I thought that was dope that you said that. Hmm. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here actually was one that we had just spoke about before we started the live. What would you like a podcast to be like? Because you said that you eventually want to be able to create a podcast. What would your podcast consist of?
yeah, I'm actually in the works with this jazz singer that I work with. So what we want to do is she's really good at. She has a lot of experience in life with like we're both into like conspiracies and stuff like that. But she wants to. We basically want to do a podcast where it's people come up, they have something that they're going through. We talk about it, and we try to give each um, perspective on what we think about the situation. Excuse me. And then what else was it? And then she's just gonna tell stories from her life. Oh, there she go, right there, Anna
Hey, Anna.
Rizzoso. Did I say that right? Anna. I'll be saying Luna, so I don't know. But yeah. So she wants to tell more of her stories that she's experienced through life. She has a lot of great stories. I feel like it'll help a lot of people. And it just started from just conversating like this, and we're like, you know what, this should be broadcasted a little bit more. So that's what we're trying to work on next with the
Yeah.
podcast.
Okay. So Supreme was saying conspiracy. You have my attention. What kind of like conspiracy things are you into?
Oh man, you better get shadow banned. What you trying? You trying to get shadow? You trying to get shadow?
Nah,
Okay.
go ahead, because I want to know too. I'm deep into a lot of things.
Now, right now, I'm very
Pause.
fixated
Maybe I
on
should say
like.
that.
Now, the most thing we were just talking about earlier in the week. What was it? The draconians and the alien. Like, I don't know if y'all saw about that Miami thing at the mall when it was all those cops at the Miami mall,
I did see
and
that.
it was yeah. So we was talking about that last time. So that's been extraterrestrials stuff like that. I've been intrigued by that recently, just because there's so many things going on with that, especially with the stuff in the air people been seeing. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we have conversations about stuff like that all the time.
mhm.
The source said, I've been down the rabbit hole and back. Ooh, child. I understand. Supreme said, I'm talking about the stuff dudes got to do to get
In
in
the
the
industry.
industry.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's one thing too. Yeah, that's one thing too.
Hmm.
The industry is a whole nother. Yeah,
It's a whole nother ball game.
yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, child. Yeah. Hey, travel blogs. What's going on, P9? Yeah, man. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is if anything you said was believable and the bank sent you $5,000 by mistake and they called you and asked you if you had got it, what would you say to them?
Anything I say is believable.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just speaking because when the bank send you money that's not yours, it's already wrapped. You need to give that up. So I don't know if you want me to be. So what do you want me to like? Just figuratively speaking.
I mean, like, just honestly, like, if anything that you said
Honestly,
that came out your mouth was believable, anything you said to anybody, they just believed it because you had the power to make them believe anything that you said, and five
Okay,
thousand
well,
dollars fell into your account. Yeah.
okay, well, Imma just tell them this straight up. I done missed a couple stimulus checks, and this done hit my account, and
No,
we gonna have to go ahead.
I feel you for
We
real,
gonna have to go
because
ahead.
life is hard. The heck?
Real tough.
Life is hard. The heck? Yeah. That's my OnlyFans sending money. Supreme is returning.
You wildin'.
Child, that is so funny.
It's
Where
already
I could
spent.
have just seen that. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. Elena, Elena. I believe. I hope. I'm
I
the
didn't even
worst with
see that.
names, and I have the most difficult name, child.
Oh no, I know. I
But
see
hey,
it.
love, thank you for coming in.
It's good, Elena.
Yeah, probably up some more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Give me my money. You know what I'm saying? For real. Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with DSYG. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, the next question that I have for you here is, what does a safe space look like to you?
Well, safe space to me is a area that I create myself. Kind of like the area I'm in now. It's just I would like plants around my area. I like plants. I like visual. I like to see things visually, like lights. Um, safe space just means something I can not. I can just be myself in. I can be myself in. Not really have to worry about opinions. Not worry about having to act a certain way. Just be me and chill. That's my idea of a
Hmm.
space, safe space.
Yeah, I definitely feel that for sure. Hey, Tiff, what's going
What's
on, love?
good?
Thank you for coming in. So, the next question that I have for you here is, what made you want to make your channel faceless?
Well, yeah. So the reason why I wanted to make my channel faceless was to reach a lot more people. I know I can reach people with, just if I were to put myself out, just myself. But I wanted to not. I wanted to make my channel more universal to for them to
Hmm.
focus in on just the music. So that's kind of why it's fake. Now, if you meet me, I'm gonna promote who I am all day. You're gonna know, what I
Yeah.
rep, what's attached to my name. But at the end of the day, if you're just finding it, you're probably not gonna know exactly what I look like, what my name is, stuff like that. Because I want it
Hmm.
to be universal. I want you to connect with the music before you connect with me. And in a way, you are connected with me because the music is flowing through me, and so it's kind of why
Yeah.
I put it that way.
I love that. So, do you think that when people make faceless content is able to reach people more because people sometimes have a way of like just basically discriminating?
Yeah, I do feel like people already have their judgments when they look at you. Whether you want to believe it or not, they do. They form an opinion before they hear what you have to say. I mean, it's just nature. I mean, I don't know. Like it's like when you see a spider, how do you react? You know. So it's just I feel like when they see, yeah, yeah. So when they see
Yeah.
you, me, or whatever, or whoever, they already have an idea of who you are. They think they know who you are. So
Yeah, I feel that. And that's so true, honestly. Is someone able to please put his link down in the chat, please? I don't know if you guys are connected with him, but his channel name is DSYG. If not,
appreciate it.
I can definitely do that really quick. Hold on, real fast, chat. Okay, but while I'm doing that, the next question that I have for you here is, what else do you do to promote your brand outside of YouTube?
Outside of YouTube, I live stream. I do a lot of live streaming on Bigo. I don't know if y'all heard about that. Bigo, Bigo. I live stream on there. I post on Instagram. Um, sell beats, word to mouth, stuff like that. But YouTube is like my main promotion though for my music. I mean, I post it on platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, but the promotion side, it definitely YouTube really keeps me locked in with YouTube, Instagram, and live streaming all three together. So Happy
I feel that for sure.
PSW Day.
What's PSW Day?
I was about to ask. I thought, thought that was a code for something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, the next question that I have for you here is, who is your favorite artist?
Hmm. My favorite artist I'm gonna go with right now is gonna be Roy Woods. Roy Woods is my favorite artist right now. He just released something too. But yeah, he's a part of OVO.
Oh,
My
really? I
favorite.
don't think I ever heard of him.
Yeah, he low key with it. You know what I'm saying? Just put just search him up a little bit. He low key with it. You know what I'm saying? He be getting his stuff off.
Okay. Hey, so Madden, how's it going, love? Everyone in the chat, thank y'all so much for coming in. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with DSYG. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So the next question that I have for you here is, if you wasn't doing music on YouTube, what do you think you'll be doing and why?
I'll probably be doing like vlogs, and streaming. Still, I'll probably be streaming vlogs. I feel like I do have a sense and humor side, like a entertainment side of me that's outside of music. I
Yeah.
showcase that side of me though when I live stream and stuff. So that's something I'll probably do if I didn't do music. Use that as an outlet. I mean, huh, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, probably that.
Okay, I feel that. I can see you doing vlogs. You do kind of have this way about you that seems really lively and like, just down to have fun and stuff like that. But you also kind of give the vibe of like a surfer boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy because I
You
actually
know what I'm
grew
saying? You
up.
kind of do. You kind of do give that vibe. They be like, what do they be saying?
What they do?
Gnarly dude. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of give that
Oh,
vibe.
no,
But
yeah, it's crazy.
they have really, really good energy, like positive energy about them. And you kind of are really, really calm. And I like
Yeah,
that. I like that a lot.
appreciate it.
That's
You
dope.
know, it's crazy you say that because I actually grew up in Virginia Beach, so I grew up by the water. So
Really?
yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
interesting. Okay.
Hit it on the nail.
So what does your background consist of? Like as far as like what are you mixed with?
Okay. People ask me that a lot. I know it's black in there. There's some Indian in there, and there's maybe some white in there. I don't know yet. My father did the ancestry.com, but I didn't really dig too deep. I saw it one time when I was little when he did it. I don't know, the full heritage. I don't know what tribe I'm in. I need to get that information. So I just know there's some black in me, some Indian, a little bit of white. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So I got to figure
Okay.
that out. I got to figure out the whole scheme.
I
Uh,
feel you. Okay. P9 was saying I was just in
oh
Virginia
snap!
Beach a week ago.
Okay, okay. Now
Right.
VA Beach just got dangerous. It's getting dangerous out there. Them boys not
Really?
playing. Yeah, them boys not playing no more. When I was growing up, they was playing around. Now they're not playing no more. It get
Mm.
serious. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna stay in the house and go
Dang.
live
It's
stream real
crazy
quick.
because so many places are starting to turn into that. Like so many
No, it
places are
is.
starting to get violent and stuff like that. And that
And I
kind
think
of
you
really
know what I think it
sucks.
is. I think it's the patience. I feel like a lot of people done lost patience. Even when you driving, I'm going the speed limit, and they getting mad at me. I mean, I get it. Sometimes I go a little five over. Okay, I do five over a little bit, but they pressing me on a speed limit. I'm just like, and then they speed to go to the stoplight. That's what be making me
Mm.
mad. I'd be like, bruh, I don't know. It is what it is.
Sure. But out here in Atlanta, I feel like it's mixed with so many different people that have so many different ways of driving in their city that out here it just is a combined mixture of everything. So yeah, the speed limit even on the highway on 85, which is like our main highway through Georgia, consists of like the speed limit is 70 miles per hour. But some people like they
Mm,
typically go like 80 or 90, you know what I'm saying? That's like
80,
typical.
90.
Yeah.
Man,
Uh-huh.
y'all on the racetrack. What highways is
Yeah, but
that?
honestly, I feel like everyone on that highway, even though is the speed limit is 70, most people go like 85, and that's just like normal. Like that's just normal.
Dang. Up at CT, everyone is super
Supreme
aggressive
said,
on the
"What's the
road.
speed limit?" That is
What's the
so
speed
funny.
limit? Hey.
Let me see. Hey, Shelly, thank you for coming in, love. Hey, Bean, how are you,
Shelly.
hun? So P9 was saying, yeah, it done got crazy in my hometown and Montgomery too. Much
Mm,
different than when I grew up. I
yeah.
believe that. Yeah. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, would you rather never age physically or never age mentally?
I'm gonna go with physically for $100. I don't, yeah,
Why
age
is that?
physically because I feel like your mental. Yeah, I would rather grow mentally because I'll be able to give wisdom. I'll be able to understand why I'm here. Now, if I just physically, you can get over that. I mean, it is what it is. But if you're able to grow mentally still, I mean, there's a lot of things you can accomplish, in my opinion. The mind is a powerful thing.
It really is. It really, really is. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, do you think that the way YouTube pushes out content is fair? Why or why not?
Oh, you know, okay. So I got mixed emotions about it. Cause sometimes they'll get my channel be booming. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, okay, cool. I'm consistent. I'm posting every day, and then my channel views be start booming. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm about to post. So I get, I start posting what the algorithm starts to like, and I see it starts going and going. I miss one day, and all of it falls down. It tumbles down. So then I post the same thing that got me a certain amount of views, not the same thing, but the same equivalent, topic, and it's not there. So YouTube is kind of like we say. I feel like it's just the algorithm. I mean, you're either gonna be the slave to your job or a slave to the algorithm in this mug. But it is what it is.
Yo,
It is what it is.
crazy.
It
That is
is what it
crazy.
is. I mean,
Supreme said, try TikTok and Trish. YouTube sucks. Yeah, Twitch. And
yeah.
Trisha said,
But it
big
has its
facts.
moments though. YouTube has its moments. Like it'll give you
Yeah,
some
it
love.
does.
It does. It'll give you a little bit of to keep you there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that may be what it's trying to do, just keep you there.
Give you a little taste.
That
You know
is
what I'm
so
saying?
funny. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, if you were left with nowhere to go and you just felt stuck in your life, what would your next move be?
Wait, say that one more time for me.
Yeah. If you were left with nowhere to go and you felt like you were stuck in your life, what would your next move be?
Dang, hold on. If I was stuck in with nowhere to go,
Like if you just felt like everything that you done, you tried and it just failed and you just felt like you don't even know what to do anymore, like you don't understand like life, you just
oh,
felt
okay.
confused. What would your next move be? Like what would you do?
Oh, that's what I stand for. Don't stunt your growth, DSYG. We keep going. If I feel like I'm stuck, and it depends on what kind of stuck I feel like I'm at. Um, Now we're just talking about opportunities not coming or money not coming or stuff like that. Those are things that I kind of look at things as temporary. Those things are temporary failures that can be changed. And with that being said, it's kind of like that image where the guy keeps hitting the wall and the goal's right there and then he quits. And then the other guy, he has to go a long time, but then he finally gets it. That's how I think. So it's like we just keep knocking on that door, knocking down the door, the next door, the next door. We'll eventually get to where we need to go. I think it's just your mentality. You have to
Hmm.
literally manifest what you want.
Yeah,
A lot of times we are our own biggest enemies because
we
we
are.
when we fail, we we kind of put ourselves in that mental space that we're not going to be able to ever achieve it. And that's when you start to see whatever your mind does, your body does. So you accept that
Mm,
you failed and you never go get to a certain place. You really aren't. That just is what it is. You really aren't. But when you start to say that you are and you start to live in that, things will come. It is not going to happen
yeah.
overnight. It never does. Nothing. Nobody said it. It may be, but usually it never does go overnight. And you got to be able to work without getting applause. I feel like a lot of people
Mhm.
want,
Yes, that
trophies.
is like a good
Ex-
thing to say. Yeah, that's
Real
like
talk.
snaps right there. Period.
Real talk.
Yes, I love that. Hey Trish, everybody, y'all need to like drop some 100 emojis in the chat. You
What's
know what
good,
I'm
Trish?
saying? Like drop some 100 emojis in the chat because he was just speaking straight facts just now. That is
What's
real.
good, Travel?
Hmm. Hey Sab and Tony. Hey you
What's good,
guys. Thank
Sab
y'all
and
so much
Tony?
for being in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with DSYG. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay?
Yeah,
Yes, like, yeah, period. Bring that up for real. Mm-hmm.
speed.
Yeah, because you was just speaking straight facts for real, for real. Okay. The next question that I have for you here is what would you wish upon your worst enemy?
Oh. What I wish for my worst enemy, um, I just wish for peace and understanding. That's all I wish for my enemies: peace and understanding. As long as you can have peace, with what you've done, and understanding of what you've done. Because if you got peace and understanding, you'll be able to feel a little bit of that pain, understand what you did. You know what I'm saying? Just have some peace with it. Because I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's how I feel. I mean,
I
nothing
love
else I
that.
could do for it. For
Yeah,
them.
that's a really great answer. I love that a lot. Hey, Elevated. I hope you guys are doing okay. The next question that I have for you here is what is something that you believe that people would only understand if they went through it themselves?
Like what? One thing that I've been through, or what you mean?
It can
Really?
be anything that you've been through, something that you believe that if they went through it, that'll be the only way they'll be able to understand it.
Ooh, I would say, and actually, yeah, I would say hitting rock bottom, you and getting it back up. That's one thing that you won't be able to understand unless you go through it. I feel like
Yeah,
I'm talking like no help, nowhere to, you know what I'm saying? Like you won't be able to understand until you go through it. Because you gotta,
yeah,
there's so many things you gotta, it's kind of like trial and error. Once you get to that bottom stage, it's trial and error. And it's a bunch of faith, a bunch of hope. So once it's a lot of things you gotta, uh,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
you won't be able to
that's really
understand.
real. That's really real. And a lot of people can talk to people and kind of tell them something like that because they look at them and probably see that they feel like they're probably joking around or not going as hard. And I feel like some people that actually do really touch that bottom and actually come back up, they work and they strive and they really go hard and they
Yeah,
know where they was at before, so they continue to work and strive to maintain that. And when
yeah,
they
and they
see other people
appreciate it.
play around, they're just like,
Yeah,
they don't understand because they never actually touched that. So that's a really great answer.
appreciate
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
that's a really great answer. Okay. So my next question for you here is if you had an outer body experience, what would you do first and why?
Um, Man, if I had one, it depends on if it's good or bad. Cause I had one, but it was bad. And what I did then, see, I was trying to get out of it, so I was like trying to. It was just weird. It was just like it was sleep paralysis, but it was like I was hearing like a screeching noise in my ear at the same time, and I was just like, how did I get out of that? I think I had like four. It was like something was holding me down, like forced myself back up. It was weird, but an out of body experience. What do I do? Usually, I just try to get out of it. And if you can't get out of it, I don't know what to do after
I
that.
know.
I
That
gotta
is so
survive.
crazy though.
Now, sleep paralysis ain't no joke. I think I only had it once. I had it once. Never again after that. I went to sleep listening
Wow.
to what? I went to sleep listening to what's his name? Tyler the Creator. I will never forget it. It was the song Tron Cat. If y'all know Tron Cat by Tyler the Creator, that's when I slept, and that's what triggered it. I never listened to that song again.
That is so crazy. That is real crazy. Wow. I never been through a situation like that, but I've heard, and like I've heard so many stories like on YouTube and from other people, because I don't think I actually know someone that
Maybe it was
actually
Diddy
had been
Night.
through that. So yeah.
You wildin'. The Supreme View.
Supreme is hilarious, child. You're gonna have to get to know
Oh,
him. But let me see. So Damo was saying, "Ooh, we don't get me started on that subject." But prayer always helped me wake up. And Trisha said
okay,
the same
okay.
thing. Prayer. Damo said, "I hate it." Yeah. Trisha agreeing. Supreme said, "Maybe it was Diddy holding you down." I'm joking, bro. Pause. That is
Wow.
hilarious, yo. He is so
Yeah,
funny. I ain't gonna hold you.
that case
Yeah, sleep
is crazy.
paralysis is a trip. Yeah. Trisha said, I'm done with you, Supreme. Child, okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, what would make you stop supporting another content creator?
Uh, for that, I would say it could be a numerous amount of things. It could be one, the content isn't contenting, like it's not elevating. It's not. Sometimes it could be just like outgrew the content they were making,
Yeah.
and it's just not my cup of tea no more. Another thing is, if something, I try not to do this. It just depends on what it is. Like if something comes out, um, and it shows what type of person you are behind the screen that I just don't agree with, then I may have to stop, messing with you. But I try not to be swayed by the court of public opinion. I try to kind of, decipher, but you can only know so much, with content creators because
Yeah,
everything's entertainment. So,
it really is. Yeah, that's so true. Hey, Dice, thank you for being here, you guys. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with DSYG. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, the next question that I have for you here is, when was it that you first found out that you were in love with doing music, that it was your thing?
oh, it was when I was little. I was like probably like 6 or 7. I would go to this youth center. My mom was in the military. She would drop me off early in the morning. They had this Michael Jackson tape, his old album on a CD of all his music videos. They'll play that every morning, and I would just listen to that, watch it, then I'll start dancing like him, and that's when I started really messing with music. Then it kind of formulated into me meeting a group I became a part of in middle school and high school, and I was in a rap group for a minute, and then after that, kind of dispersed from my friends, and I moved away, and that's when I started to do beats on a more chill side and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely feel that. So, are you like able to rap? Do you know how to freestyle?
Yeah, I've been doing freestyles on my live streams. Yeah,
Oh, snap. So,
yeah. I
you
mean,
want to drop a little something,
oh,
something?
you got to just drop a little 16. Oh man, I mean, if I do that, I'm gonna have to yeah, I can, I can. Hold on.
You don't have to if you can't.
I just need to change my eardrum.
Okay.
We can say anything on here, right?
You can say what you want to say,
It's a
especially if you're
freestyle, so
gonna
you
be
don't know what could
rapping.
come
Yeah,
out. I
if
don't
it's
know.
freestyle, yeah, do your thing.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what could come out this one.
He ain't scared like Stash. You are funny. Oh, so Supreme was asking, do you make beats?
Okay.
Oh, I don't
Which
think
have
he can hear
to
me right now.
make sure we good. Mic check in the building. 1 2 1 2. All right, cool. Let me put the good one of my beats so we don't get copyrighted. Do one of my. Hold on.
Hey, Dice. Thank you for coming in, love. And Didi, how are you, hun? Thank you for being here.
I chose Wix for my business because of its massive scope for functionality and
Let me know if I can hear that too. Y'all heard like
Yeah.
that? Okay, y'all can hear that. Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. I'm talking late nights trying to get it cool right. We trying to get it, but it's a hell of a fight. We trying to live this life, gotta double up. We rolling dice, everybody trying to get it. Well, I'm back here tonight. I'm like, give me words up in the comments. I'm feeling like a comment. I shoot stars, everybody getting to it off a bar. I was chilling on the boulevard. Life was dealt with a couple cards. I know I was trying to get it out. We talking crazy, what they talking about? Walk them down like I'm Martin Luther. I was just chilling, what they mean? Need a rover. I was chilling in that Uber. And what you mean? I'm a scuba diver, baby. Getting crazy, what she mean? She was living pretty shady. She plays charades, every day's a fucking game. And I don't know, we just going what you rep, we not the same. Everybody copy paste. Whoa. I'm looking in the mirror, what you talking face to face? Gotta go replace, everybody go crazy. I say I stumble on some words, taking action like a verb. Everybody going stupid, so absurd. I got an urge, it's like the purge. We get so crazy now, we was smoking till our lungs turn purple. Jumping over hurdles, had to get it like Urkel. Funny guy, energizer like the bunny high. It's getting stupid right now, no lie. See, I can see it in your eyes, like crystal clear, like it's Visine. And she was jumping on me like a trampoline. You know how that go. It was just a different clip for a different scene. I'm getting to it, yeah, yeah. There we go,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You doing your thing. That was really a vibe. That
Yes,
was really
indeed.
a
Appreciate it.
vibe.
Yes, indeed. We changed it.
Yeah.
Actually, now I'm gonna change the headphone. I'll try to keep them on. I'll
Yes,
keep them
that
on.
was actually really fire. I love that, especially since I was like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You got the chat going crazy. Yes.
This is definitely
Y'all
that
put some
story.
fire emojis in the chat for him because he really just set it off. Okay.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Put some fire emojis in the chat because, yeah, he did his big one, especially since I was really a freestyle for real.
Yes, indeed. I had to close my eyes though.
Yes. That is lit. So Supreme was actually asking the question. He wanted to know, do you make your own beats?
Yeah, I make my own beats. Yeah, I actually got beats for sale on BeatStars too. So you can go through the catalog. Yeah, and if you want to, if anybody looking to collab, I don't even sell the beat. We can just you can rap on my beat. We'll do royalties 50-50 on our platforms. I got an audience on Spotify, Apple Music, and stuff like that. I run ads too. So if anybody trying to collab as well, if you got talent, let me know. So we can do that.
Supreme is so stupid. Supreme said, bro, rap like he smoke a lot of bad
Bad
weed.
we
That is crazy.
chill,
That is crazy. He a
chill
mess
out.
guy. But yes, you guys, thank y'all so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with DSYG. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, the next question that I have for you here is, would you rather get $100,000 a year for just existing, or would you rather make music with your favorite artist, but only up until they stop making music?
Wait, can you repeat that one more time for me?
Yeah. So, would you rather get $100,000 a year for just existing, or would you rather make music with your favorite artist, but only up until they stop making music?
Yeah, we're gonna go for the first one for $1,000. You said 100K for doing nothing. Okay, yes, I'm
Oh,
doing that one.
right, for doing nothing. Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna do
definitely
that.
hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've been doing
Rick
something for too
says
long.
she subbed to you. Thank you so much for subbing, hun. Somebody link his channel. I tried to put the link down there, but for some reason it wasn't linking. But if you're able
Yeah,
to,
good job.
Britt, are you able to put his link in the channel for me, please? I would appreciate that. Okay. The next question that I have for you here is, what made you come up with the name for your channel?
Okay, so this is actually crazy. So not that crazy, but um, I did a song, and it was in my when I was in this rap group. I did this song, And in the song, I was saying like, "Don't stunt your growth," and it kind of just it was kind of a thing people was vibing with. So at the time, I didn't know it was gonna be this, but it kind of transformed into my actual name. So "Don't stunt your growth," DSYG, and that's kind of how it formulated from just doing a song and then people liking it, and then my name used to be, what was my name before that? It was something. It was yeah, it was Jen, which was J is nobody, and that's when we were talking about earlier with the manifestations. I was manifesting that type of energy, so I wanted to change my name, and I feel like this name is kind of something I can really stand by and live by. It's something I can live by too. So, in the future, it'll be more than just music. It'll be, you know, a lifestyle. Shirts, clothes, how you look at things in life, stuff like that. I want people to be like a brand. People can,
Hmm.
you know, shit like that.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and that would be dope. And I can see that for you. I can definitely see that for you for sure.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay. So my next question for you here is, if you was able to, what would you change about YouTube and why?
About YouTube,
Mhm.
I would like them to. Mm, I would like them to push content out to your subscribers, like almost like it, almost how it like suggests content to your subscribers. Like I wish it'll push it out to your already subscribed people more than it does suggested content. I mean, and then what else would I want it to do? Um, I feel like that's the only real thing I got a problem with, and because right now for me, I feel like the algorithm is okay. It's not bad or good. I'm just in the middle with it right now. But I do, if there's work being put in, I want them to be able to push it a little bit more. I'm posting every day. I mean, I'm getting, some eyes. And don't get me wrong, I'm appreciative of what I got because I was at what? When did I start really posting? Like in October, and it's kind of crazy. I think I found you because it was the what's her name? What's that YouTuber name that kind of blew up? And she was doing the
DoorDash?
Dodash. So that's where I found you and a lot of other YouTubers, and then that kind of faded out. And then I really went to grind, and then my channel kind of grew kind of quickly a little bit in the past 2 months. So we got a
Okay.
love and hate relationship with YouTube. Love and hate.
Nah, we really, really do. It
Yeah.
is a love and hate relationship for real. And it's like you're
Appreciate
trying
that.
so hard to make it love you back. You're showing all this love to it by just like doing what you need to do. And you're like, what can I like get from you to give me some consistency? Like
Yeah.
consistency as far as like views and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's
Right.
crazy. So P9 was saying, yes, definitely, because content creators is a lot of work. It should be pushed. Yeah. And Supreme said YouTube is on easy
Easy
mode. Y'all
mode.
just stop.
You
You're
know them
funny.
titles. YouTube is on easy
Whatever.
mode. That's the
Love hate
title right
relationship, right? Yeah, P9. I agree. Yeah, that's so crazy that you have brought up Dodash because I was actually speaking to her earlier, to another content creator coach, because while I was on her live, I started getting all these notifications and I noticed that it was from Dodash today.
She was
And
live.
when I went to go, huh?
She went live.
No, she didn't go live. It was
Oh,
another
oh.
content creator that I'm subscribed to that was live. And while I was live, I was getting notifications
Mhm.
from her. And so I went to go and look to see like what was going on. And I seen that she was liking all of my comments that I had posted on her videos from when I first made my very first YouTube video. Because it was kind of like somewhat like inspired by her because at that time that's when a lot of people started YouTube. That's when I started
Yeah.
YouTube because I seen her, and stuff like that. And she was just like liking my comments and we ended up like chopping it up a little bit. And I was telling her like it's so crazy that you actually seen these comments. I was telling her I
Yeah.
just posted my first YouTube video in that comment that she liked. And so when we was talking, I was like, it's so crazy that you actually like seeing these comments because it's 6 months later and now I'm monetized. And she was like, oh my God, that's so crazy. So
That's
she ended up
crazy.
sharing my monetized video on her channel on her platform. And I was like, oh, that's so dope. And all of that happened today. So it's funny that you brought her up.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was like,
Uh-oh.
that's lit. Yeah.
Hold on
I was
now.
like, that's lit. That's love. Yeah. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, what do you want to be remembered for by the public in general?
Yeah, by the public. I want you to remember my acronym, Don't Stunt Your Growth, and just the music I put out. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, people that actually know me, I want you to know, that I try to leave a smile on your face. I tried to be as funny as I could be when the time was needed. I was here for advice when the time was needed, and that's about it. I mean, I just wanted to be remembered as somebody that tried. I tried. I
Yeah,
tried.
that's definitely a good answer. Damo is so funny. He's like, that's what's up with a whole bunch of dots. It's hilarious because the way that I ended up meeting Damo, I feel like I almost remember almost
Oh, you was
everyone that I
trolling.
got connected with. He made a video. This is how I met him. I seen him because the video that he made was like going all over the place and I caught
Hmm.
it. And no, that's not how I see him. That's not how I see him. I seen him because another content creator, he was huge, he had like 100 something thousand subscribers. He was talking about Damo. This is how I met Damo. He was talking about Damo because Damo made a video about Dodash, pretty much saying like Dodash is like scare me all and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I can't believe he's talking about this man. Let me go over here and see who this man is. You know what I'm saying? So I went over to his page and I was listening to him and I was like, he ain't half lying though. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, and I was vibing with his content. And turns out he's a really great dude. Yeah, Damo, that's my bestie, SD. That's my bestie. Supreme
Man,
said,
that's what's
I
up.
hate her. Seriously. Hate from a warm place. That
Now I
is
saw a
so
couple
funny.
crazy. Yeah, I was
I've seen a
watching.
lot of people say a lot of stuff, but that's because, child, it gets crazy, child. It gets crazy.
Saw a couple things out there.
Yeah. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, what conspiracy theory do you believe is true, but most people don't believe it?
Well, I don't know if they don't believe it now, but I was gonna say I think there's people amongst us that's walking that's not human. But I feel like that's not
Mm.
hard to believe no more.
I don't think that's hard to
But
believe
I feel like they
anymore
look
either.
like us, but like they look like humans, but they're just disguised as humans, type of thing.
So like they took someone's body in a way?
Yeah,
Or
or
do you think
just
like they came with their own body or something?
yeah, like they came with their own, yeah, like reptilian stuff like that. Like they came with their own
Reptilians.
body, but they have the technology to be able to, you know, what they would say camouflage.
That kind of
And
reminds me of like the, what is it, the Simpsons or is it Family Guy, where they had a episode where the president was an alien or something like that.
oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they ripped his head off
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was The
Yeah,
Simpsons.
that's, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, some people really do believe that they are like aliens that are here that have technologies to really disguise themselves as humans and stuff like that, and all type of
Yeah,
stuff.
and I feel like we got a lot of power, but they just compress us to
Yeah.
be able to not break through that wall that we need to
Hmm.
break through the information that we need. I feel like we're fed so much lies
Yeah,
that it
and so
keeps
much of
us,
the things that we consume, you know, they give us so much bad food and the water and just everything. I feel like if all of that was cleansed from us, we would be able to expand in the way that we are actually meant to and can.
Tupac is still alive.
Tupac
Yep,
is
his
still
name
alive.
is what's his name? I actually used to follow him on Instagram. Tupac, real name is what is it? What is he now? He has dreads now. What's his name? Oh my gosh, I forgot his name,
Hey,
but he's still
Queen.
alive. He's still alive. Peace and love, Jay and Guest. Peace and love, Queens Alchemy. What's good?
Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, what do you want your end goal on YouTube to be?
Um, my end goal. I wanted to. So with my YouTube, I wanted to kind of push a song. I feel like it's gonna one song like an official audios. You know how they have those when they post those. Like when I do my official audios, I feel like one of them might just go, like they might go up, and then it's gonna do like a what's it called? That effect that when you're going down the hill, like an avalanche effect,
Oh, yeah, yeah, I know what
like
you're
a
talking
you know
about.
what I'm saying? Like and then it's
Mhm.
gonna domino effect. That's what I was trying to
Oh,
say.
okay, yeah.
Domino effect, and it's gonna push the music on Spotify, push the music on Apple Music, and stuff like that. But then I want to transform the content into showing my face. Like once I get an audience, like a bigger audience, I'll be able to kind of switch up some things and ripple effect,
The
yeah,
ripple effect, yeah.
and
Mhm.
kind of put more of my ideologies out. I mean, I already have my ideologies in my channel. You know, I'm kind of a chill. All my music's kind of chill, kind of represents who I am. But I have things I want to say. That's all I want to say. I have things I want to say, but I gotta wait till I get some ears.
Mm.
Some ears. Yeah,
Okay. Hey, Mary. Hey, Corey. Thank you guys for
very
coming in.
much
I
so, sir.
appreciate y'all. So, because you sound like you're really into like
God is
a
good.
lot of the things that there's a lot of people nowadays that's really into the conspiracy theories and just like life in general, like outside of the norm and how things should naturally be and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You seem like you're really into a whole lot of that.
Yeah.
So if you was to be able to actually like sit down and do like an interview with someone, knowing that this whole time before the interview you was like doing the faceless thing, almost like the artist her. You know how she was
Mm.
when she actually just made her music and used like a emoji kind of thing to represent her or whatever. Or
Yeah.
almost like who else did that? It was Sia, I think that's how you say her name. She had the wig over her face, always covering her eyes, and she had the little girl that was always like dancing in place of her. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I never heard of. I never heard of her. See ya.
Really?
Mm.
Sia, she makes really good music. Imma send you, her, music. Imma send you a couple songs when we get up off
Oh,
here.
see ya. I think yeah. When you
Yeah.
spelled it like that, yeah, I think I have actually
Mhm.
heard SIA.
Yeah, she was like that too. So if you
Okay,
had to
okay.
actually do an interview and prior to the interview, no one had like seen your face or really knows like much about you, just your music, how would you like what would you want to like expose about yourself in that interview to make people like click and like just go crazy?
Oh man, exposed about myself. Oh,
Yeah, Corey. Chandelier was definitely one of her biggest hits for sure.
I don't know. Exposed about myself. I would probably talk about my get people to click though. Only thing I could do is just talk about my experiences. I don't know. That's probably the only thing I would probably do is just talk about how I grew up. Because to me, right now, I'm an introvert. Because I had things happen to where I just became very in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
right now, life is. Right now. I'm considered boring because I just got I be in my own world type of thing. So
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
you know,
Yeah, there
it
ain't
is what
nothing
it
wrong
is.
with that at all. So, shoot, I guess it would be able to find out a whole lot since it will be like you would just be putting out your music and not really saying much. They'll be able to finally.
Now, my artist side, like when I post music, like for my actual artist page, which I don't promote that much because I put my life into that. So it's like when you post your life, you don't really like to hear it that much. Well, me when I post my music, because it's more the pain side. So that's why I don't promote it that much, and it's just out there for the people. So
I feel you.
yeah,
Okay. So, Queen was saying, yes, just tap back in if our air, food, and water was untainted or untainted. We will be able to tap into our potential powers. Yeah, I think so
talk
too.
that talk. It's been a
Hmm.
minute.
Yeah, they are not conspiracies to me. They represent the truth in most cases. Yeah, that's true. I think so too, for sure. Also, and I've been doing well myself. Okay. Yeah, speaking to each other in chat.
Mm.
Yes. So that's so funny because there's a lot of people that I feel are like introverts and whatnot. What would you say would be the best way to be able to like help them? get more comfortable with being able to be a content creator if they are like that?
Oh, introverts, it should be a little bit more easy. I mean, you in your crib alone. I mean, you chilling. All you got to do is, I feel like content is probably the easiest thing to do when you're an introvert because you're just talking to a camera. I mean, for me, that's why I like streaming. I do whatever I want on there. I talk wild. I be talking wild on there. It's because it's just me and a camera. I mean, obviously, you got people commenting and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like my communication. That's crazy. I gotta get outside, y'all. I gotta get outside. I gotta touch grass.
Yeah, I feel like a
But
lot of people need to touch grass, child.
I gotta touch
Go
grass.
hug a tree, all of that.
Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you. Because I work from home
Okay.
too, so it's like I work from
Oh, that's
home,
good.
then I get off work, then I come straight to streaming just like that. So I gotta find a
Oh, well,
balance.
that's lit. You literally are just like vibing at home. That's amazing. Yeah, that's definitely a goal for a lot of people to be able to work from home and just like be in the comfort of their own zone doing their thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you so much for making it this far. I actually have your last question here. So,
Okay,
thank you
let's
guys
go.
so much for being here in the chat. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with DSYG. Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content. And if you are not already connected to him, when this live is over, I'll make sure to put his link in the description and on the title so y'all be able to
Appreciate
connect
it.
with him, okay? So the next question, which is the last question I have for you, is what brings you the most joy and why?
Mm. The thing that brings me the most joy is when I get the feedback. I like the when people message me about the impact that that it leaves on them, either from music, either from a stream, either from anything that they've experienced with in an interaction with me. I feel like it's the impact. That's one thing I can't. There's no price on that because you don't know who you're affecting when you're doing things. You don't really know who's watching when you grind it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Like when you grind it, you just focused on grinding. That's all. When
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing, I'm just focused on that. I don't realize that video, this song, that song, what I said over here might have really actually affected somebody. And when I get that feedback, it lets me know, okay, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's kind of like a confirmation for me in the universe
Mm-hmm.
that I'm where I need to be and to keep going. Because I don't, a lot of people don't get the pats on the back. So,
Yeah, that's
you,
so true. That's
you
so
know,
true. So Queen had gotten here a little late, so she missed that answer. Can you tell her what your letters and the initials represent?
oh yeah, DSYG stands for Don't Stunt Your Growth. Don't stunt your growth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Before we go, do you have anything you would like to say?
Thank you for having me first and foremost, and congratulations on being monetized.
Thank
Yes,
you.
indeed. Yes, indeed. And what I got next, just want to put out. I have a release coming this Friday. Next week, I have a really special release with Luna. She's in here, which is Anna Vizio. Visit so.
Okay.
If I butchered your last name, I'm sorry. I butcher that all the time. But we have a nice jazz song coming out. It's jazzy,
Nice.
but it's gonna be nice. Next Friday.
Okay. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that. Hey, Kendi. Thank you for coming in,
Mhm.
love, and listening. I appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Again, this is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with DSYG. Please make sure to go over to his channel, connect with him, subscribe, all of that, y'all, because he's really good peoples. I
Appreciate
appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night.
it. So,
Bye.
peace out.